feel bad for the rappers that got face tats to blow up. That how there was like an era in like 2015, 2016, where there was a bunch of rappers that came out of nowhere, face tats. It's just like a huge wave of rappers. Like this dude, Little Skies, Little Wop, who else you could name? Kodak Black, 21 Savage, just a huge wave of rappers with face tats, right? Ski Master, Slum God. The list goes on. Right? So there was a time in rap where you kind of had to have face tats to get in sort of like the big mainstream era. You know what I'm saying? I just feel so bad for them. You know what I'm saying? Because rappers like Lil Yachty, who kind of came up in that same era, Ugly God. Now, Ugly God might not have like the most illustrious career, but I still think he's like doing well for himself. Lil Yachty, he's still relatively like relevant. Even Trippie Redd. I would say Trippie Redd is like, and 21 Savage are like the only two like face tatted rappers that really like came up in that era that actually made something of their careers. Now, Trippie Redd is a great example for this video because I feel like this dude, what I'm gonna say, this dude is like Trippie Redd is literally like, he's not like a 21 Savage. It's like, actually from the hood. Actually, grimy, dirty gangster guy who kind of like came up in an impoverished area. He's just like authentic, you know what I'm saying? Like he's more believable because you've seen his past, you've seen pictures of him when he was young, you've seen the type of stuff he was into, and if you kind of lived in that area, like I did, you will kind of understand, what was going on around that time, and there will be a bit more there was more transparency, you know what I'm saying? It was more like apparent that, it's just obvious. Those are stories with no blood. It's just, the authenticity. I'm kind of like, the authenticity levels of 21 Savage versus Trippie Redd are like on two different levels. Like Trippie Redd is clearly like some kid who were playing like Minecraft, Super Mario Brothers, Mario Party, Halo, Grand Theft Auto. Just a regular kid, you know what I'm saying? No, it's relevant because, you know, they both got face tats for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? My boy Trippie Ray got face tats for image reasons. Looks cool. Lil Wayne, you know. I mean, Lil Wayne, yeah, did start the face tat wave. But he kind of proved that, Lil Wayne's kind of proved that you don't have to be like an actual gangster to like get face tats and like teardrops. Like niggas, like, I can say the N-word now, it's 5 minutes past. Like niggas would get teardrop face tats and shit like that. Like, we all know Wayne ain't caught no bodies, he ain't shot nobody. You know what I'm saying? If not, no, like no self-defense type of thing, you know. I want to circle it back a little bit. The topic of this video is about me feeling bad for rappers who got face tats to blow up. Now that era is way past. We all know. Look around, see who's popular now, and you can see that no one really has face tats unless it's like someone from that era that still has a career, like a Trippie Redd or a 21 Savage, or, you know. But the era is over. Most of the face tat rappers are like struggle rappers. You know, Famous Dex. I mean, he was kind of on before the face tat wave, but Famous Dex, Little Skies, Little Wop, Ski Mask, the Slump God. List goes on, man. You could just name out the rappers that just got face tats to blow up, you know, for image reasons. I don't know what the heck was in the water at that time, but everybody was just getting face tats. So now we got rappers popping out. You know, you don't need a face tat necessarily to blow up now. You know, this is like, it's like gotten even a little worse. You know what I'm saying? You kind of have to be a actual murderer or someone who commits crimes to kind of like make it in the mainstream now. Well, at least, you know, maybe like a year or two ago, because now everybody's getting locked up. So, you know, we're kind of like in this weird period of rap where like we have like all the old dudes taking over the airwaves, dropping repeat projects. Drakes, the Futures, the 21s, the Acts. We're all going back listening to old music. Last year was like F&F, Glorilla. People were going crazy over that. For a while, the gangster dudes were kind of like taking over. You know what I'm saying? You kind of had to have bodies, have been in shootings, were committing crimes, actively laundering money to your hood. You know, you kind of got to have like a storyline, you know, or a war. Like, oh, this guy is beefing with that guy. Beef, help people blow up. It's just so weird. Negativity, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it doesn't exactly have to be authentic, you know. This dude 6ix9ine is like another example. How could I forget? Face tats. You know, we all know he's not like necessarily, he's not a hood dude. He's just kind of like a guy from like a fucked up, you know, just trying to like find any way he can to get rich without working type shit, you know. Doing anything he could to get himself out of his situation and change his family's life. just like all of these people should be red. Work to some extent, you know, but you don't need to get a face tat now. You know, a lot of these people are walking around like with just full of regret, like, oh, why did I get this? You know, just like I've seen articles of rappers regretting face tats. Rapper regret face tats. Let me see. How could I forget your boy? Post Malone got a face tat to get into hip hop, switched over to pop, and now all of a sudden he regrets getting face tats. I mean, I don't know if that's how he feels, but I'm sure he does. You know what I'm saying? I've seen pictures of him before the face tat. He looked like a YouTuber. He looked like he could have been like a Minecraft YouTuber, or like went the Jake Paul route or something like that. But you know, he really wanted to be like a country singer or something like that, like a singer. And I don't know, the face tats are pretty crazy. It got him in the door for, let me see, Listen, Post Malone. See, I had a feeling I'm kind of incorrect about the face tat thing for hip hop. Let me see, because I feel like this is Post Malone and Allen Iverson. He didn't have any face tats in the rap era. You know what I'm saying? Now he just kind of like went crazy. You know what I'm saying? He looks pretty nuts with all this shit. This was like in the transition. You know what I'm saying? It's all like, I don't know if they really want this shit, you know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who the fuck knows? But you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? It's all an image thing. Like, okay. I remember this guy. This guy has an AK-47 tattoo on his face. I just kind of wanted to make a point about how, like, there was an era in hip hop where you kind of needed a face tattoo, or like a lot of the popular rappers were popping out with face tattoos and shit on like some image type of thing, not necessarily on a talent thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, as you can see, like, this is one of the guys. Definitely fallen off. This guy is falling off, I fear, sadly. This guy has fallen off. He actually never got on. It's kind of heartbreaking what happened to this guy. Just never went anywhere, you know? This was really sad. I mean, it's sad on the tip, like, I don't know the guy, I don't know where he came from, but he did everything he could to like blow up, and it like didn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of heartbreaking, but You gotta chase your dreams still at the end of the day. But it's just sad what he's doing now, you know, like, look at this. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy. You know, imagine the fucking rappers with face tats that never blew up, that I haven't even heard of. You know? Like, just imagine what's going on with them. Like, so impressionable. It's just sad. But yeah, nowadays you kind of have to be like actually committing crimes to have a career. But that's not necessarily, like, that's on its way out because rappers are getting locked up. So rap is in this like weird position. And like an example of like the murder rapper thing sort of rolling its way out. It's like, there's this rapper named Baby Drill from Atlanta. He's like damn near King Von, bro. Like, that's the way he raps. But he at least has like 2 confirmed bodies, right? And he's free. He's walking free. He's walking the earth right now. At the time I make this video, you know, I thought like he was locked up at one point, and it's like you hear about the shit that he's done, and you would think like, I don't know, they're not gonna let this guy out. He's not gonna beat the case, but nah, the dude got out. Like the nigga got out. He was released. But he hasn't blown up yet. You know what I'm saying? He's gotten like a little bit of clout. He's done like first day outs and shit like that. But, you know, maybe he's just trash. Maybe his songs are just trash. He's clearly ugly as fuck. This nigga ugly as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck else was he gonna do besides shoot at people until he blew up? And like somebody put some money behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess he could have like, well, whatever. Look at all that money, right? Who am I to talk, right? But yeah, man. If this was like, if the whole era of like having bodies and like having bodies equal clout was still a thing, this guy would be blowing up. But his career hasn't necessarily gone anywhere. Nudie has been pushing him a little bit. Like, we all know he has bodies. We all know who he is, or like the people who know, but he hasn't like necessarily blown up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah. That shit's getting rolled out. I don't really know where we're going at this point. We're kind of like in this weird Jersey club phase, which I'm like sort of I was definitely against it at first, but I just started like, fuck it, like I'm just gonna go with the flow, you know what I'm saying? But mostly like I'm just like listening to old shit. So what do I think? Do I think the gangster shit should, but I think the gangster shit should keep going, bro. I like the gangster shit, you know, but I like it from the comfort of my own home. It's safe, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, in the comfort of my own home, safe, away from like, I don't live that life, you know, I don't want to, but I'm not gonna lie, I do like looking at these dudes crash out. Yeah. So yeah, I'm interested to see where this shit goes. I'm happy nobody is getting any face tats to try to blow up in rap, because that's just kind of like, you know, rap is like a temporary thing, and like a face tattoo is like forever in a lot of cases. Like, yeah, laser removal, blah 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 blah. But if you come from nothing, like, might not be the best decision for you to get a face tattoo, but I digress. Shout out to anybody who watches this. Like the video at least if you made it to the end, and subscribe if you want, I guess. Peace.